Hey there, YTPC. Michel Baruch coming at you from a fantastic end of November Wisconsin night. There's a little snow on the ground, but not all that much. It's 32 according to my phone display there. So, sweatshirt weather. So I'm going to do something that I have been looking forward to for couple weeks now. When I did my video about Captain Black, the first time that I had tried it, I got a lot of love for that, but more importantly, it sparked an idea I had read previously a long ways ago, and somebody also made a comment in the comment section of my Captain Black video, theorizing that Captain Black Original and Lane Limited RLP-6 were the same thing. And they're both Lane products. They both use Herman Lane's Cavendish steaming technique method. So there's bound to be some similarities. But I was curious. So those of you who follow me on Instagram, I took some better pictures than I'm going to get here in the snow shack under this single bulb that I sit under. So go to Michel Baruch MKE if you want to see slightly better pictures. So in my Dr. Graybo Viscount, which is one of my favorite old pipes, but it exists for me to serve as a counterpoint to this Dr. Graybo. When I have my side-by-sides, it's not exactly the same pipe, but the chambers are pretty much the same. Despite this has kind of a Dublin-y shape, the chamber inside doesn't seem to be a different drilling shape. So inside the green Graybo, the Viscount, is the Captain Black Original, the white label. And inside, is this the Starfire? Gosh, in this light, see, that's why I didn't do it. In this, I think this is also a Viscount, actually, model. Let's see if you can see the nomenclature there. In this red Dr. Graybo, which is another one of my favorite pipes, I have the Lane Limited RLP-6. And it was burning pretty good there for a minute. So I've got them both started. I have the charring light done on both. Let me cleanse my palette here. Initially, to look at the two tobaccos, and again, I'm not going to try to show it in this light, they look very, very similar. I can at least do the tin note like this. So the RLP-6... they both contain Black Cavendish, Burley, traditional Cavendish, and Virginia. And they both have flavorings of at least vanilla. I read on tobaccoreviews.com, people were saying there were other flavors added to the RLP-6. I have to say, though, that in doing the side-by-side smells in the kitchen just a minute ago while I was taking those photos for Instagram, the Captain Black seems to have more of a flavor in the smell. Yeah, a lot more. It's they're not exactly the same. They are definitely in the same family of tin note, but I would say that the Captain Black Original is notably sweeter. I would also say that in looking at them, they're very similar to look at, but there's a lot more lighter colors of the Burleys and Virginias in the RLP-6, and the Captain Black Original is actually got more black tobaccos in it. The proportions do not look identical, and the cuts look very close, but again, not identical. The RLP-6 is is a rougher cut. The Captain Black Original is a little more of a thinner ribbon cut. So that aside, let's get into what they taste like. Obviously, I know I like Captain Black. This is my first time tasting the Lane RLP-6. And so let's go. I can say that you can see the smoke output is really good, which I would expect with anything that has a lot of Cavendish in it, and Burley. The RLP-6 is not anywhere as sweet as the tin note suggests, but it's really tasty. There's a pretty clean mouthfeel to it. It's not as creamy as I would expect from something that has a lot of Cavendish in it. And it's a little tangy and a little citrusy. And even in the retrohale, I don't get a lot of the vanilla flavor that I would expect in the nose. Pretty mild too. However, I mean, most of those things don't sound like good notes. I would say I would give the RLP-6 a good solid, like at least initial impression of like a B plus, a good solid B, definitely, B plus. I taste a little something on the sides of my tongue that's it's a little woody. Let me cleanse my palate again. I actually kind of think that even though it's not a beer I crave, Miller Lite is a really good tobacco tasting beer because it's got such a crisp, clean taste to it. I think it's a really good palate cleanser. Doesn't impart a lot of flavor that gets in the way of these tobaccos, I think. Though, obviously, I would like to try these tobaccos with all sorts of beers. Yeah, you know, these two tobaccos are in the same vein, but they are not the same. The mouth feels different. I would say that the Captain Black is not quite as rich. It does have a little tanginess to it. It's a little sweeter. They both lit very easily, and I know from experience the Captain Black burns very well. They're pretty close. Yeah. They are, I definitely see why people accused Lane of just marketing the same product to two different parts of the pipe smoking spectrum. The traditionalist over-the-counter pipe smoker, and the RLP-6 to someone who maybe considers themselves to be a little more discerning, or perhaps a little hipper. It's actually kind of, I'll be honest, that's kind of the reason why I avoided the over-the-counter blends at first when I was researching pipe smoking. There were a lot of people who bashed Captain Black as being goopy and sticky and flavorless. And of course, you know, a new pipe smoker, at least this new pipe smoker, kind of wanted to go straight to the heart of the experience. And so I kind of avoided these for a while. And I regret that a little bit now. I think Captain Black Original especially is a really great tobacco. I appreciate it very much, especially for the price point. They both have a good price point. If you buy the RLP-6 in bulk, obviously it's not going to cost you very much. There's really not much packaging to speak of. Though I think when I resupply the Captain Black, I'm going to forego the, you know, 1.5 ounce pouch and get a tub. That seems to be the better way moisture-wise, from what I can tell. Let me know if you have any thoughts on that, but so flavor-wise, they're pretty close. I'm going to say they're 90% the same animal. Tin note-wise, not as close. 75%. There is something different in the flavoring between the two, and I would say that the RLP-6 is not as sweet or as rich smelling as the Captain Black. All in all, though, I think you can't go wrong with either of them. They're both really tasty. So there you go. I plan actually to do 2 other Captain Black versus Lane comparisons. So keep an eye out for those. I'm not going to do these videos all consecutively. But I am looking forward to trying the Captain Black Royal, which I haven't tasted yet. I have sampled the Captain Black Dark, but I've got the Lane equivalents coming up. They just arrived in the mail this week. Though I think in all likelihood my next video will be Scotty's Trout Stream with a huge thank you to the Tennessee Bull. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that comparison. I wonder how many of you have tried the two side by side or even considered them to be close to each other. Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys are really well. I'm probably going to do another video tomorrow afternoon if my son actually will nap this time. So we'll see, God willing. Anyway, you guys be well, take care, be safe. Sei gesund.